Hey YouTube, let's talk Accelerator Drill by X-Ray Alpha and Matt Pranka. So the X-Ray Alpha drill is two targets. I have one about 5 yards away. The next one is somewhere between 12 and 15 yards. I didn't really measure it out. It's about that distance. On the two targets, just like all the other targets, I'm using the blue piece of tape, aiming reference. Once again, as stated in other videos, take that aiming reference away, which is the blue piece of tape on these. Take that away. Makes it harder for that vision focus piece of it to like, oh, I got to focus on a small spot. I'm giving you that aiming reference for this. So just once again, remember that going forward, take it off, makes it a lot more difficult. So I have my two targets here, 5 yards apart, or correction, 5 yards away and about 12 to 15 yards away. That's what we're looking at. What we're looking at for the far target is that bouncing ball, like boom, boom. Okay, and on the close target, we're looking for that red smash. What we're going to do is we're going to fire 6 rounds into the close target and 2 rounds into the far target. Okay. What we're looking to focus on is that grip piece of it, like, hey, what is falling apart in my grip? Am I starting to tense up? That's generally what we see on a longer string of fire, just like the bill drill. But I need to transition my eyes to the next target, and I don't want them to bleed off. Okay, so just like the bill, we're focusing on that making sure we don't get too tense in our hand. Fire those 6 rounds, but this time we're adding that transition onto a target that's further away and driving with our eyes, and then getting those 2 rounds. Okay, so this is what we're looking to see here. Demo it, and this will come out of the holster. All right, stand by. Okay, total time was 277. First shot 128. Okay, so I fired my 6 rounds. I got one that went a little low in the A zone here, and then on my too far away, I was just above the A zone and the C zone as I came across. Now the both the hits were about this far apart. I can see them down there. They're about this distance apart. Problem is they're just above. So obviously I didn't look at the spot I wanted. I looked above my aiming reference. Okay, so we're going to do it again. This is generally what we see when people do this drill. Okay, looks great. However, I took a long time on transition because I confirmed all my shots. I said, yep, looks good. I look to the next target. Okay, that's what we don't want to see. We also commonly see this. Okay, differences. Came up, fired my rounds, threw the gun to the next target, and then had to come back, fire my 2 rounds. Okay, we just want it to be consistent. Okay, so we want that consistency. I still got my A zone hits, but I had to come back for them. Okay, that total time was 3.22, first shot 125. I'm running it from a level 3 duty holster. If you're running it from that type of holster, what we'd like to see is somewhere around a 2.5. I did it in a 2.77. I'm a little bit slow. And I'd like to be, like I said, closer to that 2.5. Okay, so we're driving with our eyes after the 6 shots onto the next target. Boom, boom. So just like I shot it on the first demo was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, just bring it over. The rounds will go slightly slower on the back target, but for the distance, that makes sense. You can do it now from the back target. You can fire 6 rounds and then come to the close target and fire 2. I generally like the close, the red smash, and then transition to seeing that bouncing ball. I think that's much tougher than starting from the back and coming to the close target. So give this one a try. Once again, this is the Accelerator Drill. There's a lot of different ways you could do this. You can add multiple targets and have, you can come from the left and move to the right if you have multiple targets and fire 2, 2, 2, 2, and keep, you can make a V pattern essentially with the targets. That's another option. But this is a great one. 8 rounds, not crazy round count, but it's great to see what your eyes are doing. So give it a try and let me know.